Most homemade lip gloss either end up way too sticky, too oily, or with chunky shimmer. But this recipe gives a smooth, glossy shine with a lightweight shimmer that feels absolutely amazing on your lips. And later in this video, I'll show you the exact texture that we pour at because it can be kind of hard getting it into the tube. I'm going to show you step by step how to make this lip gloss with just a few ingredients. It really is an easy beginner recipe. You don't even need any fancy tools or equipment or anything like that. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab a heat safe container. To this, we're going to add jojoba oil. So jojoba oil is a lightweight oil and it adds a lovely shine to this lip gloss. We're also going to add sweet almond oil, which will help to soften your lips, and it helps to balance the thicker oils in this recipe. Speaking of thicker oils, we'll go ahead and add in castor oil. As you can tell, this is a lot thicker, but it's gonna give you that lovely glossy shine. But here's the thing, if you add too much castor oil, you're gonna have a very, very sticky lip gloss, and this is where most recipes go wrong. And we're also gonna add some mango butter. This makes the gloss feel softer, more conditioning, and takes away any sticky or greasiness that the gloss might have. Now I'm going to heat this on a double boiler until the mango butter is fully melted. What you want to do is you want to stir it while it's melting. Now this isn't going to take long at all. I tend to just sit here with it because the mango butter melts at a pretty low temperature and we don't want to overheat our oils. Now that it's fully melted, we'll go ahead and we'll remove it from the heat. Now we can go ahead and add our cool down ingredients. You want to go ahead and add a flavoring oil that's lip safe. I like something with more of a fruity flavor, which is weird because it says flavor, but it doesn't have a taste, it's just a smell. So make sure you're looking for a flavoring oil. And for the shimmer, I'm going to use Egyptian bronze mica powder. Now this is super, super important. Whenever you're making a cosmetic, you want to make sure that the mica powder that you're using is safe. So make sure whatever mica powder you're using is safe for your lips. The one that I'm using is lip safe. And this is my favorite part because as the mica mix in, you can see the shimmer start to show up. We're going to keep mixing this. And this is the consistency that you want to be at before you start pouring into tubes. It's smooth, glossy, and not thick. But here's the thing, as this cools, it's gonna thicken up. And if you think this looks good now, wait until you see it in the tubes. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fill the tubes. Honestly, this is the hardest part of the whole recipe. The tubes tend to be really tiny. Now mine do come with a funnel, so that can certainly make it easier if you'd like to use a funnel, or you can just simply pour it into your tubes. And this right here is why we fill our tubes while the mixture is still warm, because the thicker it gets, the harder it's going to be to get into these tubes. Once you have it filled all the way up, go ahead and snap on the applicator tip and repeat. I love the shimmer. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Once they're filled, I like to add a label. Honestly, I think labels just make everything look more put together and more like a finished product. The shimmer turned out so darn pretty. The Egyptian bronze gives a warm glow without being too metallic-y. And the texture feels smooth and glossy without that sticky feeling that homemade lip gloss tends to have. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am absolutely obsessed at how this lip gloss turned out. I threw one right in my purse immediately, and this won't be the last time that I make this recipe. If it's easier for you, I do have a printable recipe available on my website, which is summerrain.website. I also go over substitutions, right? So if there's an ingredient that you don't have, and if you don't want to go out and buy it, hop over my website, summerrain.website. You might be able to find a substitution with an ingredient that you do have on hand. If you haven't done so already, be sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below.